Um, so we'll just go back to our segment where this is our 76th episode, right, in the podcast?
No, 69th.
Okay, 69th. Sorry, I'm bad with words. That's what she said. Okay. If you had to make a poster of some iconic scenes in sports, what scenes or what moments would you make those posters of? We'll start with Bhanu.
I would make the poster of Virat Kohli finishing that six which he had hit against Pakistan in the recent World Cup.
Hmm.
So which totally equalized the winning projections of India-Pakistan, where the projections were 80 to 15, which became more. India's winning rate became higher.
Yeah.
For I think the same that MS Dhoni stumping the wicket of Bangladesh like in Asia World Cup where there were 3 runs required. A single run was required to win.
2 runs to win off
Yeah,
the last.
and then he stumped that.
Yeah. Okay. This is this is not a street interview. This is a podcast. So we have to keep the flow going. What is that, man?
Yeah.
So see, you know what? If I would say, ask me the same question.
Yes.
Yeah. So if I would say, 2021 or 2022, India versus England, the Lord's Test match. Okay, on the final day, once India batted and England team was completely sledging Bumrah and Shami, and then they batted really well. Shami scored a 50, and then during the lunch break, Virat Kohli said all the players to come and clap in the dressing room so that it resonates for the years to come. And after the innings, they declared, and in the huddle, Virat Kohli says for 60 overs they need to feel hell out there.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make a quote of that with Virat Kohli, and that would be my poster. Because after that, what followed was one of the greatest moments in cricket, in my opinion. India bowled out England in just 50 overs and won the Test match in Lord's. One of the greatest wins of all time. So that would be my poster.
Nice.
Okay.
I think so. For another like sports genre. Again, I would say same. Messi versus France in World Cup, and yes, the last penalty shootout. Any moment in that.
Yeah.
That will make a best poster out there.
I think we should get a poster of Emi Martinez save with his leg while the match was going on in 120 plus 2 minutes. If we can get a poster of that also, we can.
Oh, what is the name of our Indian goalkeeper? I forgot his name.
Amazon.
Yes. Actually, he would have become a big
Sandhu. Yeah. Gurpreet Singh Sandhu.
Yeah. So him saving in the penalty shootout in the last SAF final.
The last save, right?
Yeah, the last save would be the best poster for Indian football fans, I would say. But yes.
By the way, just saying, I went for that match in Krishna. How do you feel about that?
I did not get the tickets. Yeah.
How do you feel?
And it is like the best feeling in the world to not get tickets of a football match in India.
Yeah.
And it has happened for the first time,
Yes.
I would say. And I was so happy that I'm not getting the ticket.
Yeah, like the rush and the
rush, yes. So I felt so nice that yes, the Bangalore fans obviously.
We are growing.
Yes. And it felt nice that I did not get the ticket, and it felt bad also. It was a mixed feeling, but it made sense. So yes.
Okay. What do you say about movies? Which iconic moment from a movie would you get a poster made of?
The recent Mission Impossible movie, the craziest stunt that.
Which part exactly? Like the jump?
Because you can't actually define which. He's always doing stunts in
Yeah.
all the movies
That
at all
was
the
the
time.
most that and the I don't remember the exact part where he's hanging like off a plane.
I think 4. Mission Impossible.
Fallout. That is. Yes.
Fallout. No, yeah.
That is also too good.
Fallout is 4.
No, it is 6.
6.
The last movie he did
Yeah.
was a plain
where in one corner it
ha-
is
He's just
hanging with the
hanging
hanging
here
to the
and
door,
the
right? Yeah.
title is on top. That poster.
so it was, I think so, a mansplaining, but he actually did that stunt for real, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He had
Most of his stunts.
oh, shit. Nice.
real.
So he's kind of Akshay Kumar is kind of imitating.
But Akshay Kumar's stunts are like jumping from one Activa to Acer. So how are we even comparing?
But I think so. Like Akshay wanted to actually copy Tom Cruise.
Yeah.
But he became like a cheap copy of.
Yeah.
things.
He's like,
Did you guys see the making of that
Yeah.
jump?
I think that was what created more hype for the movie, right? Like it was always known that this is the last Mission Impossible part, but that video just skyrocketed the. It's so sad that they just had one week time to do their collections because Barbie and Oppenheimer came out. I wish they planned that out better. Like maybe.
But they gross more than 200 million
Yeah.
in the market. So I think so.
No, they would have done
Much better.
way more. Like I think they would have been on par with Top Gun Maverick. With
No,
the hype.
to not say, but I think so. Mission Impossible Fallout. Mission Impossible Fallout. I'm saying, yeah. Mission Impossible series is much better than Barbie and Oppenheimer right now.
Yeah,
Yes.
I feel so too. I mean, Barbie was fun.
Barbie was fun, but
Yeah.
yes, if you're going not to actually bored out in a
Yeah.
movie theater and not get schooled on feminism, I think
Then
so.
you should
Makes
go to
sense.
a group, go with a group to Barbie and
Yes.
just pass comments and have fun in the theater. Otherwise, you're gonna sleep.
Or maybe go with a girl.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
yeah, it
but
makes sense.
Oppenheimer also was a great movie, but I mean the choice of shooting the detonation scene, the Trinity test, that was a little underwhelming, I'd say, because it was marketed on the basis that we are gonna feel the. I mean, I didn't watch it in IMAX yet, so maybe that could be the reason. But that scene was not as much as how I expected it to be, where a crazy ass sound design with a good explosion scene,
So,
with feeling it in our hearts. So, but that was not there. But apart from that, the entire movie was.
I think that
Perfect.
certainly Mission Impossible deserves a poster before Oppenheimer and Barbie,
Yeah.
because Barbie and Barbenheimer, I would say, were hyped too much.
For
So
Mission
I
Impossible.
would get an X, I think so, Fast and Furious X movie poster
Before that.
before that, because that has, I think so, plot development. It was better than all the movies, not better than Tokyo Drift. So
Yeah.
I would get Fast and Furious X poster. I think so. That is most of the boys.
Yeah. Would you call Mission Impossible the greatest franchise ever
No, I would
compared to Fast and Furious?
Yeah, compared to Fast and Furious, yes, it is better.
Far better, obviously.
Far
I think
better.
Fast and
Much
Furious
more.
until 7 was like top notch.
No, Mission Impossible is somewhere a little more logical than
Yeah.
Fast and Furious.
Fast and Furious is more of action and just.
Yeah.
No,
If you're
just-
certainly comparing Akshay Kumar movies with Rohit Shetty movies,
Yeah.
you can't just.
Yeah.
Rohit Shetty is like a knockoff of Fast and Furious.
Yeah.
And Mission Impossible movies are just knockoff from Akshay. Like Akshay Kumar is a knockoff
Yeah,
of Mission
Mission
Impossible
Impossible.
movies.
No, but the recent movie Mission Impossible, they have kept in mind about gravity and all those scientific stuff, and then
They did not go to moon, guys. They did not go to space. Sorry, yes.
Yeah, they
Not go to
Fast and
space.
Furious, they come from space.
Yeah, they come from
This time they had more races,
Ah.
so that makes sense. And they actually touched ground. They were like, "No, this is going too far." They were not jumping buildings, and they brought back again. And it is like it will be like a closer now. So many movies, I think, so in our generation are having a closer.
Any other action franchises? Oh, Die Hard. I think Die Hard is better than. No, I think it's just the nostalgia merchants who are like Die Hard is better. But as I think Die Hard was the platform set for action movies to take.
Trendsetter. can say.
Trendsetter.
But
And Die Hard 5 was great.
okay,
Six.
coming down to our own thing. Like, what about Bollywood, Tollywood?
Yeah, Bollywood, Tollywood. Franchise, I'd say, even though it's 2 movies, Hera Fairy must be top-notch comedy. Hera Fairy.
Hera Fairy.
Hera Fairy.
Okay.
Akshay Kumar, that Raju meme.
Like Takla.
Babu Rao.
Oh no,
Yeah.
not
So-
Ganpat Rao Babu Rao.
Apte. Yeah. So that is definitely in comedy. I think that and Golmaal maybe the first part.
Golmaal, they went hazy after second
They
movie.
went
Yeah.
extreme.
went extreme
They
after
were
the
like,
second movie.
whatever we do, the
Yeah, they will
crowd
take.
will, yeah.
That is a problem with Bollywood. They started thinking and taking their audiences for granted, and that's what they took their audiences away from the theater.
Oh, I guess from your own hometown, Gangs of Wasseypur is pretty.
no, but yes,
Two parts, but I think I haven't
It
watched
was a
it yet.
starter of Anurag Kashyap, and Anurag
Yeah.
Kashyap did a pretty well job in actually showing the rural gangsters, and he actually did the groundwork, and he hired new actors, fresh. It was fresh slap to the cinema with the
it
freshness.
was-
So I think so. It made sense with the storyline also, because actually it is a biopic kind of. Okay, so it actually made sense to the cinema goers and to the critics also. But yes, it was long back. Gangs of Wasseypur 2 also made sense, but after that again Anurag Kashyap became too hazy.
Yeah.
They also started making movies just for money.
Hmm.
Which goes same for the Tollywood. Like Tollywood before, there were like action scenes which are inspired by the Bollywood, and the moment they became original, their own storylines.
They are like on top. Right
They're on
now.
top, and Bollywood is copying now Tollywood
Yeah.
or
so
Collywood, Sandalwood. They're copying now.
I think the real trendsetter for all these kind of original movies, even though there are many more names that we can name, but I feel like Ram Gopal Varma, if you know who he is.
Yes.
I think he's the one who revolutionized
Yeah,
filmmaking in terms of raw and originality. If you think about it, I think it started off with Satya 9 in 2002.
Yes.
With J.D. Chakravarti and Manoj Bajpayee's second movie, Biku Matre. Have you watched that?
Yes.
Yeah. So that is my all-time favorite gangster movie of any language, including Hollywood.
Rakchat
As well.
was the one, I think so.
Rakta Charitra. Yeah, Rakta Charitra was a recent one. This is way older.
Ram Gopal became like.
Ram Gopal.
Also,
Yeah,
he started making movies after
Now-
2006, 2007.
yeah. After that, he just
Ram Gopal Ki Aag. Have you heard that?
Yeah. Aag.
So he started making movies.
His adaptation of Godfather, known as Sarkar, with Amitabh.
Yeah, that is
is
epic.
good actually. That is like how you should make a remake. Like not just take every scene and put it, but take an adaptation and do it. So next, let's talk about S.S. Rajamouli.
Oh,
Let's talk about his filmmaking. What is your pros and cons of his filmmaking?
I think
Let's start with Telugu at first. Why am I taking opinion of Bollywood? Okay.
Rajmouli's the making is really good, where he's fantasized. It's like a fantasy line.
Yeah.
There is just imaginary stuff what he does. There's nothing based on reality or any like biopic or something. It's just fantasizing movie and showing people the fantasies of movie. I feel he is good at what he's doing.
What about you, sir?
I think so. He created a type of cinema which nobody did in the Indian Bollywood
Yeah.
industry. He created cinematic experiences, which is still being copied right now. In Bahubali, there were many slow sequences, if you can see, and the slow sequences have been like a trend now.
Yeah.
Everybody is doing. In
Slow
Pathan,
motion
you can see.
sequences.
Yeah. So half of the movie is actually in actually 0.5x. Like if you watch closely, 50%, 20% of the movie right now, every movie which is coming in a cinematic experience is like a slow motion. So 20% of the movie. Half of
Take
the action.
KGF for example.
Yes.
KGF Part 2.
All B-rolls.
Yeah. So they focus on music, more punchy music. They focus on color grading more oftenly. They are color grading it like nicely in like old vintage look, and then third part being slow motions. So the music, punchy music with slow motion of a hero actor. So people are hooting at those slow sequences and making it more theatrical.
I feel like that is gonna get saturated soon. Don't you think?
That is a problem. So what they do is they experiment once, and if it goes nicer, they keep doing it again and again and again and again until the audiences get bored of it.
Yeah, that is totally like I think I can see the effect happening slowly. I think now we are gonna move more towards subtleism, like just not exactly showing you the scene and just a subtle eye movement or hand movement which can make them hoot if they can do that. No, like for example, in Sarkar itself, Amitabh just doesn't say dialogues out loud. He just does eye movements like this, and that is
Yeah.
enough for
Mirzapur
yeah
also.
Mirzapur. Yeah.
Yeah. Like,
So.
Witches. Yeah. So
Hmm.
actually, those silent movements make sense.
Yeah, those give you more kick rather than just catching a hammer and then holding it and doing this. I mean, that's good. Like that is good experience, but again, it's and yeah, talking about Rajamouli, I feel like Banu told his fantasy, like the way it's not about creating a fantasy world because many people do that in filmmaking. It's about us believing that oh, this is a fantasy world, like us buying that. Now, for example, if you see his most recent movie RRR, have you watched RRR?
Yes, certainly.
Yeah.
Twice, I think, till now.
So if you watch that itself, it's about two freedom fighters, and there is a lot of over the top action and everything in the movie. But I think within the first 30 minutes of the movie starting, we have already like we have gone away from it. Like our
Real life.
disbelief, like we believe whatever is happening on screen. I think the setup is done in that with Ramcharan's entry in those
Yes.
1,000 army and with NTR's entry with the tiger and all that, and then the sequence at the bridge. We are already in the world building is so good that we are already engrossed into it, and then that interval scene
Yeah,
that
yeah.
it just jumps
And
out.
and that opening also was really good, telling that
Uh.
this is fire, this is water, and
Yeah,
theme is rising,
story
like the
fire
whole
water.
thing. Yes.
And then RRR towards
Yeah.
40 minutes into the movie.
So it was not like a credit rolls, like a title punch at start. It was a whole world building, and then the showing the whole movie as a whole plot together.
Yeah,
It was really good. First part being the introduction to the characters, and second part being the story itself. So yes,
I think it's a very Rajamouli uses this technique where in Tollywood movies at least people don't we don't show the name. I mean, we show the name of the actor as a mega star or a superstar or something before the movie starts, so that there is like hooting in the theater. In Rajamouli's movies, he never shows the name of the actors before the movie starts. It's only the crew that he has, like DOP, music, and everything, and the names of the stars are shown towards the end where the credits come, which is a way of saying that these are your actors outside, like these are your actors,
The
but
story
right
is
now
important.
it's their character that you're
The
watching.
movie is important.
The
and
movie is
the
important. Yeah, movie first.
oh yeah, being a being from North and from Bollywood.
1 second.
Yeah. Yeah, I can say that, but at our place there are stars. There are mega stars or something like that. Shah Rukh Khan was called. Salman Khan movie comes and their fans go, but there are no major names given.
Yeah.
to it. But what is like, I would say, what is wrong with South Indian cinema that they actually call their, is it wrong or I don't know, whatever it is. But I wanted to know why it is in such a way that there are many stars, mega stars, a chocolate star. Why they
Yeah.
are named like that? Is it like any history attached to it, or is it just because they want to be actually differentiated?
There is no history attached to it, I'd say, but once when Chiranjeevi was coming up, I don't know about other industries, but when Chiranjeevi was coming up, they used to call him. I mean, they used to be tags. Like if you see these drama artists and all of that, they used to have tags like Nata Sarvabhauma, Nata Samrat, and all these things.
Oh.
Do you remember? So that was for drama artists. So, but now
Not drama artist, stage artist.
stage artists. For example, NTR, like senior NTR, who's an actor in Telugu. He was called Natasarvabhauma, I think. Natasarvabhauma. So these tags were actually a prestigious thing. Like they used to
The fans
tag
gave
them.
it to them.
The fans gave them the artist community who used to have. They used to give them. It's called a birudu. So they used to give them, and they used to address them in such a case. like they used to call them Natasarubama NTR or something like that. So I think that slowly transitioned into movies as well, where I think Chiranjeevi was called Supreme Hero initially. Then he became megastar, and then now it's just being overly used, which should not be the case.
I think it is coming from that like olden days movies where they introduced the kings and all. Rajaji, Raja, Raja,
Yeah.
Martanda. So the highest, like they're placing them there and they're seeing them in that,
Yeah.
like they see him in that way where he is very prominent person and giving him that prefixes before his name.
Yeah, prefixes like Bhanu told, they used to say Raja, 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 Chola, and all those prefixes used to be there. So maybe it's coming from there.
That importance is being shown. Like,
So again, coming back to the same question as you told, what is the one movie from South for which you will get a poster of at your home?
Poster?
Yes.
Okay. Should I go first?
Yes.
I have many actually, but
One of the posters you have.
only one.
Yeah, you have space for one.
Off the top, if I can think of, so that scene in Bahubali 2, where once Mahendra Bahubali enters in the climax, and then he hits the bull, and Balal Dev also he takes his arrow, and then he aims at him, and there's a very slow motion shot of both of them aiming at each other with these huge spears.
Yes.
That is cinematically so pleasing. Like everything is so perfect in that. And there's actually one more, which I might rank it more, because my favorite movie of Rajamouli is Iga. Okay, Maki.
Yeah. Oh, that is greatest movie.
Yeah, greatest movie of Rajamouli. Maybe one of the greatest in India as
Yes,
well, arguably.
yes.
That interval shot of once he distracts Sudeep into going and crashing into a lorry, and then the sand falls into the car, and then Sudeep is just recovering from that shock, and then he just looks and the fly is there, and it goes and writes, "I will kill you." And then there is a shot where he holds that needle like this. He just poses somehow. That is one crazy shot that I would have in my
Maki.
Yeah, there are many more, but right now I can just think of those two.
for me, one would be Nagaranike. That is one of the most beautiful movies. Like I can watch it how many ever times that movies. So it's very related about friends who are in their own fields and they just randomly go to Goa and this, like everyone has a dream that they wanted to do, but they're doing something else. So they go there and they get to know that we need to follow our dreams, and they
Nice.
start making a short film. And it is a original story what happened to these people. Like Pelli Chuplu was the national award winning movie, and this was a story which happened before that. So it was a real story which they shot. That was really good.
Yeah.
Nice.
What about you, sir? How about South Indian movies?
I have watched very less South Indian movies, being which Kirit Party was a starter. That is something which got like pinched me on the South Indian movies, and also because I started going to local cinema more often.
Single screens.
Yes, and it is good experience, better than
It is far better than
So
PVR,
for
in my opinion.
local movies, you should watch it. Local
Yeah.
cinema. For Hollywood movies, you should watch it.
And PVR. Yeah.
PVR
that's
or
true.
IMAX or whatever you want. So I started with Kirit Party, and then there was a movie called Natasarubama. Natasarubama. Yes, I went there. I went for Darshan
NTR's
movies.
movie.
No.
Yes.
Oh, that's okay.
Puneet Rajkumar.
Puneet Rajkumar's movie.
Puneet,
So I even have watched that documentary of Puneet Rajkumar. It is really
Under
good.
the
Yes.
Oh yeah, I heard it's very good.
So I would say that I would take a poster of Kirit Party only, because that was something which actually gave me, like, it had life lessons on it too, that you can't attach to feelings. You have to let go of things to actually get their values. So yes, I would say
Yeah.
Kirit Party. It has good music also. And then there is a recent movie, I don't remember the name, but it was a dog and
Charlie.
Rakshit Sethi.
Charlie.
Yeah,
Charlie,
Charlie. So
yeah.
that is again something which is like fresh
Hmm.
storyline, totally different as for other action movies. Yes, South Indian cinema also has like Yes, not so many cars flying. Those storylines as well, especially
Yeah.
Kerala. I think so. Malayali, or you can say Kollywood. Is it called Kollywood?
It's called Mollywood.
Mollywood, yeah. Mollywood has good movies. So
Yeah, they have like content-driven movies. Content
Storylines.
but I think so. Normal cinema goers, they don't like slice of life more often. When they are
Yeah.
so they like action in their schedules.
Yeah.
It is just depends on the taste. So,
Yeah, it's called BNC centers and A center. A center is the class audience who appreciate filmmaking and everything. BNC centers are like this is not any kind of prejudice or anything or any separatism, but BNC centers are the one who are more towards mass because a guy, for example, a guy working in a hotel as a security guard or something, with whatever money he gets to take his family to a movie, he has to think so much and it should be a worthy movie. So
Yes,
where he goes and he gets everything, like every genre.
yes,
Now imagine such a guy going and watching something very specific to a genre and it's an art film where it's slow and it's just about
Yeah.
contemplation of life.
I think so. It also goes with the thing that a guy, a same guy who is like working in some bank or something like that, and he's stressed out.
Yeah.
And evening he goes and sees the same stressful movie.
Yeah, stressful movie.
Doesn't make
That's-
sense. He
yeah.
wants a imaginary world where he can hit people, where he can feel like stress going
Yeah,
away.
he can feel elated above the
Yeah,
ground,
yes.
like escapism from reality.
Yes.
That is what cinema is, and it's wrong to say that cinema should be like that always, which is why occasionally we have this art or
A slice of life.
Oppenheimer.
yeah, no, like art films, where you go and you think about what is life and like art films in terms of a particular way of filmmaking, like not just commercialized filmmaking. And I think Malayalam cinema does that well. And I feel like people who appreciate art cinema are the ones who watch movies on a regular basis, or we can say a privileged part of society.
Yes, yes.
Because otherwise you need these commercial cinemas to keep people happy.
Yeah, otherwise, theaters will become only 10% of the
Yeah,
whole population
yeah,
of India.
which is
But I feel Bollywood is totally now into commercial movies. There is no.
Bollywood is always about commercial movies. I think.
yeah, it's
It's
always
become
been,
more now. Like it's
Bollywood has always been
totally
copying
into
stuff.
commercial.
Yeah,
If you think about it, they were copying Hollywood.
yeah. Now
and
they are
everything-
copying.
yeah.
Now they are copying Collywood selects and
Collywood, yeah.
Mollywood. So yes.
I think why South cinema is working right now is they're not ashamed of what their thing is.
They can experiment much
Yeah,
more.
they can
often.
experiment much. Obviously, the item songs can reduce. Like
I think
Yeah.
the songs in the Bollywood or Tollywood or Hollywood, they should actually cut it down and bring a separate album. They make money
separate
through
album,
that,
yeah,
but they can make a separate album which can
or
sell-
something with the flow of the movie. Not
Yes,
just
yes.
there is one scene and then you cut and you're in
and you are
some
in
foreign location.
and
No,
you're
but
dancing
the
there.
recent movie we saw, which was yesterday,
Hostel.
there's only one song.
One song, yeah. There was only two songs, I think.
But, the
But that
video
one was a montage, like the hostel montage, and one more was a protest song, which is like good. If we take RRR for this, we were talking about it. I think there were 5 songs, but all of them were with the flow. There was a montage, the Dosi, and Natu Natu was like with the flow. Like I think the most smoothest flow for a song I've seen. And then in the end, there was one celebration song with all the freedom fighters.
yeah,
that
that
was
is-
a good format. I think we should stick to rather than just rain coming and then you going to a location dancing.
No,
around.
like playing basketball with the football
Ah.
on a golf course.
wearing
tennis
shorts.
Yes, the song should fit in a movie so that the audience don't want to skip it.
Yeah,
That should be
people
the
go
case.
for smoking breaks during songs and movies.
Yeah.
Like they have to come out of. I think Lokesh Kanakaraj, he's a Kollywood director, Tamil movie. Vikram's director. Okay, he is like pinpoint about how he wants his movies done. For example, he made a movie called Kaiti, which didn't have a heroine, which didn't have one song in the movie, which was like there have been movies like that before, but first of a kind for Tamil cinema at least, where he was like, I'm not gonna please the audience. I just want my movie to look like how how I see it in my mind. It was shot over 36 nights or something. Only in the nights. The entire movie is shot in the night, and it's about the events that happen in one night. About a drug scandal.
It's a mad, craziest movie.
Crazy movie made over 100 crores in the box office. Like, like movies like this make us believe that okay, this can work. Like, you make a good movie. Don't
You make a different movie.
Yeah.
Maybe experiments do
experiment.
work.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not going by the books.
What we
only.
saw yesterday also was a
Very good
different
experiment.
movie.
So
Very-
Hostel Huduguru ಬೇಕಾಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ in the movie. It was like the way they shot
it
it.
was shot like when you like everyone, if one person is holding a camera and shooting, the footage is from that phone,
Oh.
and it is not like a still camera, it's like moving phone.
You watched The Office, right?
Yes, yes.
In The Office,
Interview process.
yeah,
kind of
interview
thing.
process,
Paranormal
but
activities.
it's actually
Paranormal.
no. It's actually like
Moving camera.
stable
Yes.
in Office if you think about it. But this entire movie is in like unstable motion, but we never feel dizzy or anything. It's like so well made, and editing, man,
Editing,
fuck.
Put
that
more
was-
effort on editing than shooting.
Yeah, dude,
really
you should actually watch it. This one,
I'll watch it. I've heard a lot about it.
yeah. Oh, and
It's very different.
talking about Barbie, there has been so much backlash about the feminism and all of that. And I just read a blog by by a guy who wrote this, saying, there was some preachy moments in the movie, but guys getting offended by it, like at least Indian guys, just is so ironical because this is how women have been shown in movies for so many years. Like,
Yes,
in
exactly.
Barbie's world, Kens are just people who just stay there as a glamour thing to hit on Barbies and get their attention, which is basically how women are shown in Indian movies in terms of
Yes.
item songs, or just as a setup for the actor, the hero, to come and say some romantic dialogue and do it. So, which is also a good insight to think about. Like, why is there so much? I mean, it was very preachy. That is
Yes. That is there, but yeah, I think so. Yeah, it makes sense. I would say same thing for KGF movie, where the role of an actress was zero,
yeah,
but she was pushed just because actress was
social
required.
convention that
So
you should have.
if you take out that lady, that actress from that movie, and still watch the movie, cut
Mhm.
those scene out, the whole movie makes sense. Just the last part where she dies, and that Yash actually.
I think the mom's
stands up.
character has more importance than the
Importance.
actress, yeah.
If you'd have taken, I think so. If you'd have taken that actress out on the movie, that movie still makes sense.
It's the same story. The same thing goes with India, not the recent one, the previous one, Riders of the Last Ark. If he would have been like the Nazis, if they would have caught this fellow or not caught this fellow, the story would have been the same. The Nazi would find the skull, get the skull, and they would die eventually. Indiana Jones was the main character of the movie, was not of any use there.
So if you take out the
If you
character,
know Indiana Jones, the same story will be the same thing again.
I mean, that is
This was from the reference of Big Bang Theory, but still that thing is like
yeah, they have one full
they
episode of
go
just
they go into
depression. Yeah, looking at that. Yeah, I feel like the last segment of how you want your actors to be in movies. At least, like, let's not talk about Hollywood. Let's be more central. For me, I feel like the older actors, the younger actors are doing a great job. At least in Telugu film industry, they
highly competitive market.
Yeah, it's heavily competitive, and it's good. Like, even the tier 1 actors like Ram Charan, NTR, except Prabhas is in a sloppy place right now, but I think Salar
One
and
movie
Ram-
does not define your
3
career.
movies were back to back, not so great in terms of expectations,
that's-
but Saho, Radhesham and Adipurush. But I like Prabhas is a great actor. Like, he will give a comeback with Salar at least. And apart from that, everyone are doing good jobs. But the senior actors must do roles which is appropriate for their age. Like, show them as a 60-year-old, show them as a 65-year-old. Give them the power. Like how Kamal Haasan did in Vikram, no?
Yes.
Like, he was old. There was no
One of the most bravest actor in.
I swear to God. Like, he was old. He was a 60-year-old in the movie, but he was struggling with his this thing, which is great. But nowadays, what we see in Telugu cinema, like great actors, like Balkrishna, although he's a meme now, he's a great actor, and Chiranjeevi as well, and Nagarjuna, and all these people are like good, great actors. Nagarjuna is the only one who's doing like experimental roles and all that. But Chiranjeevi, for example, acting as a 35-year-old in a movie when he's like close to 67, it's like how many more times can we watch it? Like he is capable of doing a 60-year-old like a proper
I
gangster.
think so. Fans will kill me. I think so.
Yeah.
Rajnikant does the same.
Yeah, Rajnikant also.
No, Rajnikant now he slowly is getting into that age category.
Yes,
more.
yes.
Yeah, for example, Kala and Kabali, he was an old man in that.
Old man in that.
Yeah.
And even the jailer also he's an old man.
Old man. But it's just that the scripts are not that great if you think about it.
All gangster movies.
Gangster. But Chiranjeevi can do one great gangster movie. I think Malayalam industry are using that perfectly. Mohanlal and Mammootty, they are doing roles which are 60-year-olds, 55-year-olds, which is like great. Yeah, you watched Drishyam, right?
Yes. Great.
You watched it in
Drishyam,
Hindi.
the
Second part also.
Yes.
You watched in
Both
Hindi?
both Hindi like from Bollywood adaptation and also the Mollywood adaptation. Like
Malayalam.
Mollywood, obviously that was the
original,
original one. But I watched that first because it came out
Yeah.
first. So yes.
I think it was not Nagarjuna. Venkatesh is doing roles where he is suitable in that role. He's not doing anything.
For example, Guru and Venkatesh is doing good. But yeah, Mollywood, like Drishyam, if you see, the character is a 45, 50-year-old
Yes,
Mohanlal, which is like believable. We can't, if he acted like a 25-year-old in the movie, we would never.
Yeah, we were never
Yeah.
believed, and we would have actually laughed on those
Yeah,
instances. Like, how
exactly.
can you?
So that is why it works. So that is one thing that I would want to do. Do you have anything for your North Indian
No,
Bihari
I
actors?
think so. Salman Khan is doing the same thing from last 20 years. He's being 20 years of age. He has like 30 years from last 20 years. And Shah Rukh Khan also can't believe that he's old, but he's not old actually.
Yeah, he's not old. He's
So,
like
but
fiction.
Salman Khan looks old.
Yeah, he
little,
has
and
to.
he has to actually take up little senior roles sometimes, like how Amitabh Bachchan actually moved on. He is taking father figures now. Just think Amitabh Bachchan taking 40 years old, 30 years old characters. No,
Yeah.
it's not possible. So yes, and many new actors are coming. New people are coming in the industry. So it just does not make sense for the older actors to not retire. So I think so. And also Bollywood has this curse where if you become little over the 50 or 60, they die very soon. So yes, that is also there. I don't know what exactly is this, but yes, guys, it happens.
Yeah.
So yes, but I still feel that there are many good actors, old actors, which are still good in acting. Like Nasruddin Shah goes to retirement, kind of. It's just really not good. We wanted more of it. So yeah, but okay. I don't want Anupam Kher, but yeah, Anupam Kher also is like he is retired from the industry. So yes.
He's doing like old roles. Yeah.
Okay, we'll close off the
Yeah,
podcast.
thank you guys. Good
Thank-
discussion. We'll obviously have this once more with proper script.
And proper people also.
Yeah, proper people.
2-3 people more. I think some more content.